Hey Space Watchers, and welcome back here from the third ESA Security Conference in the beautiful Warsaw Castle. And I have with me now the ESA Security Advisor and the host of this conference here and the brain of the conference, Pascal Legai. Pascal, how are you doing today?
So it's good for me. It was a very intense moment for this security conference. We a very big opportunity to gather essential actors in Europe to speak about space linked to security and defense. So how is it possible to use space assets to take up security and defense challenges? It was a big question, and also to have with us the industry representatives to examine all possible solutions, capacities, innovative approach for this. So it was a key moment, also with the decision makers from the different member states and Poland, of course, because hosting this conference. So a great moment of discussion exchange to determine actions.
So who was this conference aimed for? So who did you invite? So you said of course he's under the Polish presidency, so there's a big representative delegation from Poland, but ESA, there were the European institution. Who else was there?
Yes, for us it's very important to invite the key space actors in Europe. That means the European Union, ESA, and the respective member states. We also invite the industry ecosystem, I would say, the industry and different companies, startups to join this conference. Importantly as well, it's to invite the end users, communities, to be part of this process, academics and different think tanks to join and to share views from all these these partners.
When you talk about end users, I would think about the military, but we didn't have seen so many uniforms, actually no uniforms here at all. Were they not invited, or is it not a conference for them?
No, the military people were invited, but some of them were not with a military uniform, but a civil suit. But we had, for instance, the Marcin Mazur, the acting president of the Polsa, the Polish Space Agency. Is a military guy, and it was also very active. He has a dual-use view as well, but also other member states came with some MOD defense representatives.
Okay, so because I haven't recognized the uniform, it doesn't mean that there was no military there. So great. If you can, and I know there's a lot of stuff that you also will process in the next days, what happened here, but if you take the first 2-3 takeaways from this conference, what could it be?
Yes, the first key takeaway for me is to speak about security and defense concerning ESA, the European Space Agency. In the recent past, it was not so obvious to speak about even security. Now it's possible to speak about security and defense. The geopolitical context is evolving so quickly that we cannot afford to isolate important actors. But of course, it fully depends on the decision of the ESA member states to see ESA more active in the defense field, of course.
Absolutely. And another takeaway? Another
takeaway, I would say the fact that we have also, for me, industry. For me, industry is a fundamental partner, and for them it's very important to know what is the context, the political evolution, and how is it possible for them to be involved in this evolving context, because innovation is mainly coming from industry, private actors, to support the political objectives.
Is the industry ready for security and defense in the space?
For me, clearly, yes. Usually it's complicated for them if there is no concrete and clear political orientations. Once we determine the direction, it's possible for them to be reactive. I would say this is probably the most reactive actors in the context.
Great. Pascal, thank you very much for your time. I wish you a good recovery from this conference and get some rest. And with that, Space Watch out.
Thank you so much.